Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video, I want to talk about the new malaria vaccine that has been invented, okay? You know, it's massive great news. To be honest with you, when I heard it, I was like, wow, it's about time. Because there's been that desire and the need for longest time for malaria vaccine to be developed. For those that do not know, malaria is a sickness that comes from being bitten by mosquitoes, and a lot of African countries will have this problem. So it has killed millions of people over the many years. And for those of you that do not know, a lot of the missionaries that came, you know, to Africa, what killed a lot of them was malaria, right? So to finally have a vaccine for it, having a vaccine for it, now people can be vaccinated, children can be vaccinated, that they will not catch malaria. So it's not necessarily about getting sick and then getting well, but vaccinate them against actually catching malaria. It's big news, massive news, right? We are here, our people, me and no join. A lot of our people coming and talking about, you know, Bill Gates, he wants to create a vaccine to delete all Africans. Bill Gates is 666. Bill Gates is this, Bill Gates is that, Bill Gates is that. And they are investing so much energy talking about Bill Gates, and they're not sitting by asking themselves. I made a video where I was saying it. I said, if we provide our own vaccine, you will not be pointing finger at Bill Gates. Are you listening? I'm not even coming here to say if Bill Gates is Antichrist or not. What I'm telling you is this. Are you all raising your children to grow up to be the next Bill Gates of Nigeria that will come and create vaccines for you people? Because, you know, I want to emphasize on this because we live in a country where we have billionaires, our own billionaires, social media billionaires, or billionaires that are respected and blah, 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 blah. How many of, I'm not saying they don't exist though, but how many of them sit back and dedicate their lives to helping others? How many? You see some billionaires, they don't even pay their staff good salaries. When you hear the kind of salary that some billionaires that own big industries are paying the Nigerians that work for them, you will see the wickedness of the human heart. They are paying them money that can never bring them out of poverty. And they are billionaires. That if they pay the right salary, it will still not affect them. Even up to this. Like I say, it's like, it will be like removing one spoon of water from an ocean. They are building billions for themselves that they are going to live when they die. But they have industries and factories, and their workers can never come out of poverty from the kind of salaries they pay them. I live in a part of the world where you go, you get a good education, you get a job. And do you know bricklayers? Do you know how much money they make abroad? Do you know how much people that work on building sites, they have good income. They can afford the mortgage. They can afford to buy a brand new car on finance or whatever. They can afford to live well. When you come to Nigeria, you see a lot of those people. They are still scraping from the bottom of their pots to eat. You know why? Because their income is not enough to sustain them. I'm talking about billionaires that dedicate their lives to help others versus billionaires that dedicate their life to build up wealth that they can never spend in their lifetime. I'm talking about those that are pointing finger at Bill Gates. Are you preparing to replace Bill Gates? If we provide our own vaccine, or we have our own billionaires doing what Bill Gates is doing, we will not have a white antichrist that is the 666 to be complaining about. This malaria, we are the ones suffering with malaria. The first person that discovered medication for malaria is a Chinese woman. Right? Now, this vaccine has come, malaria vaccine. Not be from us, it come. Not be from us. Honestly, it got me thinking that why must we always depend on the people, our people who condemn? They are evil. They are that. They are that. Yet we are still depending on them. Majek Fashek sang one song and said, Nigeria is independent, but Nigeria is still dependent. You see the English? You know, confuse you. Nigeria is independent. We get independent. We have our independence, right? But we are still dependent on them. Because the only person, for example, in Nigeria that I know that I was saying he's trying to do whatever, find the cure or whatever he was, I don't know what he said he was trying to do for malaria, Nwoko. That one, all he's doing, I'm not saying it's his job, or it's not his job, but I'm using him as an example because he's the one that said he wants to do malaria eradication. This man, ordinary mosquito net. I never even hear where he go share mosquito nets for people. Whatever he say he's doing, he every day he's taking pictures with celebrities in the name of he go hold one cardboard paper, whatever. He said he went to Antarctica to go and create malaria awareness. Who don't know malaria? He said he's creating awareness. Every day he's taking pictures with different people. Which awareness? In Nigeria, who don't know about malaria? Even a child that is born today knows malaria because the mother must have even had malaria while she was pregnant with that child. So which awareness are you creating about malaria? See where solution has come from abroad. The Nwoko, meanwhile, his own is still on ground. I saw one video one time where they brought people on the street and they are dancing and clapping and they are saying match malaria, whatever they were saying.
Malaria! Malaria must go! Move! Malaria! Malaria! Because of our prince! Bosa!
I said, what is this? This man has worked abroad, he has lived abroad before. So at least you will expect him to even, but they came out and they were marching on the street, wearing malaria t-shirt and what did they call her? Marching malaria, whatever they called it. You are wondering where we are as a people. Go and see the people that found this vaccine now. I didn't see them marching on the street. They didn't need to go to Antarctica. They didn't need to, they don't make noise. They've been doing their research quietly in their own coven. Witchcraft, I mean, 9996. I call it coven. There are 666 coven. This same Bill Gates has been in forefront of malaria, trying to find malaria vaccine. If you go and read about it, you will see that even him has been in the forefront too. Eventually when he came from abroad. And we have billionaires in Nigeria. I'm not saying it's their job to find malaria cure, but what I'm showing is before you come out and be screaming, Bill Gates, you replace him now. Replace him. Abi, replace him. You say you don't want his malaria vaccine has come now. After you will say it's 66. Your own people did not create vaccine for you. Are you not going to say you will not take a malaria vaccine? Honestly, when I saw about this malaria vaccine, it got me thinking. I know, say when something gets me thinking, I come and make a video about it. How we are a country of very few people with selfless service in heart. Very few people that think about us. Everybody think about themselves. The other day we were talking about a pastor that whatever he has offshore. Pastors that are enriched themselves beyond human imagination. And every day they are still accumulating more wealth. And we are claiming we are giant of Africa. And then we have billionaires that are coming on Instagram to show you how rich they are. I made a video where I said, Hush Puppy, for example. All the money, they said though, that he stole. When you're hearing the amount of money, somebody like him now, he came out of poverty. I've not heard about how he went to that community to try to elevate poverty in the life of people. We are too selfish as a people. We don't think about us. We always think about me, myself, and I. And that is why that country is backward. You put somebody in charge of electricity, they will just go there and think about how much money they can embezzle, rather than how they can stop electricity problem in Nigeria, rather than how they can ensure that we get constant electricity. No, it's a lie. How much money can I make? Somebody becomes a governor, and then all he wants to do is, how am I going to acquire money? They're building different empires, sending their children abroad for only themselves. They don't think about how do I improve my state so that my people can actually have good standard education. It's a lie. They only focus on themselves and send their children abroad to go and get the best education. When they are sick, president, got all the politicians when they are sick, they go abroad to the best hospitals in the world. Let me improve our country so that our country can have good healthcare. No, it's me, my family, and I. Boom. They focus on themselves and they go get the best abroad. This is the mentality that is keeping us where we are. This is the mentality. You will see Pastors, they have the best security bodyguard following them up and down. It's all about their own lives. And the citizens, there is all the mayhem and all the police brutality. How many pastors have actually come out to speak up and say, no, you cannot do police brutality on the citizens of this country? It don't affect them. How will it affect them when their children and themselves are driving around with private jet and they're flying around with private jets, driving around with bodyguards and all of that? At the end of the day, the problem of the people is of no interest to them. All they are focused on, I'm fine. I have bodyguards. You know, I can have this. I have that. I fly aeroplane. So the problem in the country, you know, they too send their children abroad for good quality education. Until we change from I to we, Nigeria will remain where it is. A lot of people that have dedicated their lives to find the cure of this and that. Malaria cure that is coming from abroad. People that does not even affect. Now we get the malaria. Now we get a pass. Now we get mosquito problem. People that is not even affecting are the ones spending endless nights in labs, discovering and researching and doing all these things. We, the country or continent or whatever you want to call it, part of the world where we are the ones that are really in this trouble with malaria. Our own billionaires, they are doing social media famous, braggadocious, and all of those things. They don't care. No selflessness. So until that changes, sorry, Bill Gates CCC's vaccination will keep coming to you. It will keep coming to you. Since we now no one, we don't have any of our, we don't look at it. So before you are pointing finger, hey, replace the thing that you say you don't like. How many Nigerians have that kind of selflessness? Even the few that even manage, nobody knows them because they're not Instagram famous. They are not driving, you know, the latest Hummer Jeep and all of, no. They are not coming and bragging. I posted the other day, a Nigerian man, that is the one that is the author of an engineering book in Nigeria. Nobody knows the man. Nobody knows him. Nobody follow him. If people have social media, nobody knows. But let somebody come and bury his mother with 20 cows. Boom, all Nigerians will follow. Is it 20 or 200 cows? Every Nigerians will follow them. Hey, Father God, Cubana my life. Hey, Father, this is my year of Cubanization. This is what our people, what am I talking about? Our mentality. And why is the reason why we are the way we are? We have a terrible mentality. Selflessness is not very common among our people. Our people are very selfish. Until that changes, Nigeria will remain the way it is. Until someone goes into power to honestly want to go and serve the people, it will remain the way it is. Until the policeman goes and say, yeah, I want to be a policeman because I want to do better. Brutality will continue. Extortion will continue. Bribery will continue. Until a politician says, enough of this. I want the best healthcare here. Nobody needs to go abroad for it. We as a people deserve a good healthcare. It will continue like this. But when they continue to focus on themselves, their children are schooling abroad, them and their family go abroad for best healthcare. Pastors are living, like a fella said, Pastor Namiliki. Yeah? They are living amazing lives, and pastors are now showing off on social media too. Do you know that a lot of these people that spend nights and days and months, whatever, in these labs trying to figure out the vaccination for malaria and this and that, some of them, you will see them, they are riding bicycles. They may be rich, but they are not consumed or preoccupied with all those things. They dedicate their life that if I can achieve this in my lifetime, I will feel fulfilled. That I brought the cure for one sickness in Africa, one sickness in this. It doesn't even have to be a sickness they've been through. But they derive joy, you know, that this is my contribution to humanity. We don't have that. Typically, we do not have that. We are typically, a lot of our people are very selfish. Selfish and greedy. You will see someone that has done the most amazing things in this life, in Western society or whatever. Professor in a university, you know, someone that discovered a vaccine or whatever. And they'll be riding bicycle or even walking with leg, trekking everywhere. And you see one Nigerian, like politician or whatever. All they care about is the number of cars they have. They want to be remembered by the number of cars they have, or the number of wives they have, or the number of whatever. Stuff that don't even impact the society. Until that mentality changes, our country will continue to be the way it is. You want your neighbors to be so small. Let me say, if you pass and you be the rich man in the neighborhood. I have seen where rich people will be dying and they will leave everything in their will and say, I leave it to an orphanage. I leave it to this. I leave it to battered women, blah, blah, blah. I leave it to so and so. Our culture, is it like that? I'm talking about selflessness. Selflessness is why these people are discovering vaccine, dedicating their time and effort and energy to do those things. A lot of them want to remember for that kind of contribution. So people want to contribute the number of children that just populate the world. Some people are saying, God said, go ye and multiply. When God created only 2 people, man and woman, one man, one woman, he told them to go and multiply. And you think that as this world populates rich right now, as plenty as we are, billions of people in this world, that God is still telling you to go and multiply. You do think so? I honestly don't want this video to be too long. Like I said, I discovered, a few weeks ago about this malaria vaccine coming out. I thought to myself, you see, upon all the billionaires we have, it's not us that discovered it. It is foreigners that discovered it. When are we ever going to get to that point where our people can be selfless? To say we rather than I. And let go of the spirit of greed. You want to be bigger than everybody else. Make them know you as but that's it. You have no contribution to the life of other people. Anyways, I saw that and I want to come here and share with you guys. And as always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.